Nice. You see the cheese on peace, man. Me bite my lip. But oh God, me not take back. Now chat, like, share, subscribe to Reason Boss here. Coming at ya with a few hours to go before Jamaica take on Honduras in CONCACAF Nations League action. The Reason Boss held some fascinating discussions with some fellow Reggae Boyz fans. The question at hand, Jamaica's Reggae Boyz selectorial policy and style and pattern. What's the best way to go? Reggae Boyz fans left, right and centre will all have their points of view. I had to reflect and see what I want before I decided to speak. Do I subscribe? By the way, make sure you subscribe to Rich Paul Sports. The Reason Boss is counting on you. Simple, free and easy. Oh God, big up yourself, Ryan, big up yourself, JT, big up yourself, the great JD, big up yourself, MG, big up yourself, AD Vision, one and all Reggae Boyz commentary, Simon, salute. What's the policy going forward? What is it right about now? I say Stevie McLaren is in the box seat. He is the proverbial Ollie at the wheel, but he is a superior version of Ollie at the wheel. As far as the Reason Boss is concerned, I don't subscribe to the view that if a man is robbing bench at club level, he is not an automatic starter for the Reggae Boyz. I am not from the school that believes that if you are playing first team football, irrespective of whichever division and whichever country you apply your trade in, that means that you have box seat, first option, first dibs on representing the Reggae Boyz. No, not Nagasa in the Reason Boss opinion. But of course, you may beg to differ. Certain people might beg to differ. No problem. That is the eco climate. That is the Reggae Boyz fandom. Lord of mercy. Look at this. Let me give it to you straight. Bobby Reid, Demarai Gray, Ethan Pinnock, and I'll throw in a Mikel Antonio for good measure. Demarai Gray was not a regular starter for Everton before his subsequent moves. Now playing his trade in the Saudi League, he hit the ground running at international level for the Reggae Boyz, simply going past people, squaring it, give and goes. He made it look easy. He was a Dr. Water at international level. Bobby Reid, a fixture, a mainstay for the Reggae Boyz. Let me tell you something if you don't know already. Bobby Reid was not a first team player. Regularly for Fulham FC, a mid-table team in the Premier League. I'm going to get back to the Premier League very shortly. Bobby Reid was robbing bench regularly, and yet he was a fixture for the likes of Tapper, through to Jaime, Paul Hall. Would I say, yeah man, step up? And currently Steve McLaren says, Bobby, go to it. And we've seen the caliber and performances consistently of a Bobby Reid. Mikel Antonio, not a regular starter for West Ham United, and yet he is, as JD like to call him, Captain Jamaica. Oh God. Ethan Pinnock, a regular starter. Like, share and subscribe. The Reason Boss is speaking. A regular starter for Brentford FC. A Rolls Royce of a defender. Regularly starting for Brentford. And here comes the Premier League connection. If he's starting regularly for Brentford, you better believe it and take this to the bank. He can start for Jamaica. But the international arena is an interesting place. Not everyone who is a prime first team club fixture necessarily will cut it at international level. Ask Juninho Pernambucano of Brazil, regularly starting for Lyon. The man start buck down and I cry before him take on France. Oh God. Oh God, I said this no look good, this no look good. Juninho, where I do? Free kick maestro, the man was a shadow of himself, representing the Seleção. As Zinedine Zidane, he ran rings around the entire Brazilian team. International level is levels above club levels when it comes to responsibility. Footballing IQ takes on a new persona at international level. Steve McLaren will know, having been an experienced manager in England and other countries, he'll know what he wants and what it will take to get the Reggae Boyz to 2026. You better take that to the bank. Like, share, and subscribe Jamaica want to reach the World Cup. The Reggae Boyz want to reach the World Cup. The fandom want to reach the World Cup. And you better believe Steve McLaren wants to be a manager who's taken a team to the World Cup. He'll know the requirements on the training pitch and in play. Will they be able to sing the same tune that he once played? Oh God, in the Premier League, make no bones about it. If you are a Cole Palmer, rubbing bench at Manchester City, can't get a game. Well, in England, you're not seeing no game time for England. No. But such is the caliber, and if you have the belief and confidence, you can beat your chest and say, yeah man, I trust my game. I don't want to rub bench. I'm better than that. In came Chelsea. He's Chelsea's best player. I mean, I take back the talk. He's Chelsea's best player. And England came a calling quick and fast. That guy can play. Kobe Mainoo, Manchester United, rubbing bench. Him now getting in the England team. Suddenly, chances arise at Manchester United. Boom! Quick and fast. Southgate said, that guy is a player. He can play. He's got the shoulders. Put him in. He didn't sink. He didn't sink. He swam for England. Harry Maguire. Interesting. Manchester United captain. And yet, the man can't get a game barely for Man United. And yet, as day follows night, he would be selected at international level for England. This rub benches thing has levels to it. Trust me. Trust me on that. I remember a famous, well, not so famous player, Elano, E-L-A-N-O. Check him out. Manchester City player before they turned big style. The man was hardly heard of. Played for Man City. Decent player. Represented Brazil in the 2010 World Cup. He was the star of the show for Brazil until he got injured. He was leading them to the glory land before Spain got in the way and took care of matters. Oh, God. The Dutch, don't get me started. The Dutch beat Brazil 1-0 in that World Cup. Oh, God. Elano absent. And yet he was the star that would have taken them under Dunga to potential glory. There are levels to this game. Jamaica's JPL League. Like, share, subscribe if you're feeling what I'm saying. Even if you disagree, you've got to say, the Reason Boss is speaking. Oh, God. Bitten lip or not. You see the food. I said the food sweet me. The food sweet me is a shame. Down the hatch. Oh, God. At JPL level. Mount Pleasant. Cavalier, don't be holding. Oh, God. Humble Lion. One Love, I love that title. I love that club's name. Humble Lion. Portland, Portmore. Big up yourself, one and all. But can these players cut it at international level? Have they got the broad enough shoulders, the footballing IQ, the requirements that Steve McLaren needs to stand boldly and take on opponents who will be giving their level best, bringing their A game, representing with pride the CONCACAF regions, the Panamanians, the Americans, the Mexicans, so on and so forth. So far, we've dealt with the likes of Guatemala. We're taking on Honduras in a few hours' time. Like, share, subscribe. Big up Reggae Boyz and big up all social media who will be following them. The Reason Boss will be staying awake. I have my cup of tea ready for... You think I joke something this? Yeah, man, I tell the missus, hold tight, hold tight, hold tight. You know, to me tonight. Oh, God. There are levels to this. Steve McLaren wants to get to 2026. Ethan Pinnock wants to get to 2026. There are certain requirements. Rubbing bench is not the lick. You can't tell me if you are playing first team football in the JPL League, that is a given that you're going to start. No, there are levels to this thing. My son has just entered the room and I'm saying, big up yourself, son. My son can't start. He'll be rubbing the bench, but hey, what? Each to their own. Each to their own. Steve McLaren knows the requirements. I remember, lastly, but by no means least, when Jamaica successfully, their sole male senior men's football team appearance at the World Cup. Rene Simoes had the likes of Bibi Gardner, found Bibi Gardner. Added to that, you've got the Tapper Whitmores, the Shorty Malcolms, the Peter Cargills, good and true. Added to that, the Robbie Earls, the Dion Burtons, out of hardly almost nowhere. Training session. He looks good. What's his name? Who's he play for? Is he interested in representing the Reggae Boyz? The rest is history. I kid you not. There are levels to this thing. I, the Reason Boss, will be trusting in the process and hoping sincerely that Steve McLaren has his eyes checked, double checked, and triple checked. If him see that a player ready, then them likely ready. If them not ready, blink and double blink. Your eyes ain't deceiving you. Don't believe your lying eyes, I say, Stevie. Don't believe your lying eyes, I say. There are levels to this game. Rob bench player. Must steer Rob bench and can't get first choice. Bobby Reed. Them all right, Gray. I say. There are levels to this thing. Like, share, and subscribe. You think I easy something? Who the boat? Hey, big up yourself, Susanna. Big up yourself, Vito. I look like Michael Jackson. Woo, hee, ha, woo, hee, hee. There's no more Reggae Boys. Frank Kettle. I beg to differ. They're in CONCACAF Nations League action against Honduras in a few hours' time. If I'm not mistaken, they took on. Yes, they took on a team and they took care of business. The team was Guatemala. They played them on artificial turf. 2-0. Hold that. How'd you like that? Yeah, man. Straight talk. And they're looking to make 2026 by hook or by crook. Like, share, subscribe. Mr. Kettle, you can put the kettle on, have a cuppa. And if you've got YouTube access in the wee hours, 1 o'clock in the morning, you might just catch a stellar, outstanding, solid, call it what you like, performance by the Reggae Boys as they take on Honduras at home in Kingston. Like, share, and subscribe. Oh, God, you need to rap. Triple guns. I need to rap. I need to rap. Or do I need to tap? Maybe clap. That's a wrap. Like, share, and subscribe. Hit that like button. Free and easy. The Reason Boss. Bigging up each and everyone out there in the building. Triple guns. Triple guns. Z. Yeah, man. Big up yourself. Respect. Jamaica. Boom. Jamaica. Boom. Jamaica. Like, we love. Each and every time. Yeah, man. Crazy people. Hey, we're crazy for football. We're crazy for life. Peace and love each and every time. Steve McLaren. Don't trust anybody except yourself. Ultimately, you want to make 2026. So do the Reggae Boys and so do the Reggae Boys fans. So do the Reggae Boys fans. I can't speak properly. I need to yam my food. Me say me go in my back, my tongue, I try yam the food. Me can't yam the food too. Oh God, hey God. Big up yourself. God go with the Reggae Boys. You hear me tell you? Rob bench. You think I easy something that? Oh,